Alright, so today guys we're going to be looking at transformations, and within transformations you have these three key features. You have rotation, translation, and reflection. I'm going to show you examples of all three, and I know all of you are saying, oh, when do I see this? Where does it come up? I never say these words or so and so. Rotation is used when you are moving, let's just say a piece of furniture, you're rotating it, you're trying to make it fit correctly. Translation can be used as moving it left or right or up or down. Rotating means that the item is spinning. Translating means that it's shifting left, right, up, down. And reflection means that at this point, at this axis, you're going to see the same image as you would across the axis. For example, let's just say, let's get this out of the way. And let's use this, as our axis. And on this axis, we want to show reflection. So here we have the triangle, just like this. Gonna try and draw it up real fast. So we have the triangle, and when it reflects over, it just means that it flips that way over the axis. It doesn't shift over, it doesn't move up, it doesn't spin around. It just literally flips over the axis, or flips in general. So let's use this. Oops, excuse me. Right, so it's the triangle is just flipped over the axis, and it basically, the axis acts as a mirror for the triangle when it reflects. I'm going to show you some examples on an actual grid. That way you guys can also see how it shifts and rotates on a grid. Here we have a sheet of paper with 4 quadrants of a grid, and we're going to show this flipping over the y-axis. So, well, excuse me, not flipping. We're going to show it reflecting over the y-axis. So this is going to go from point 1, 1 and reflect over the axis at that same visual, point 1, 1, with this point showing that it has been reflected. It doesn't move, it doesn't shift, it doesn't raise, it doesn't lower, up or down, nothing. It just literally reflects over the y-axis. Now I'm going to show you a translation over the x-axis. So this, let's use a different location. This corner point right here, excuse me, pen cap won't come off. Okay, there we go. So this is at point 3, 2, and we want it to shift or translate down from the 4 places on the y-axis and keep the same length away from on the x-axis, excuse me. So it is at point 3, 2, and we want it to shift down 4 spaces. So if we count on the y-axis, so it's still, that means the x isn't going to change, so it's still going to be at 3, and when you go down, it is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That means it's going to be -2. So this is going to translate and move right there, and that is translation. Now to go over rotation, I'm going to show you guys how we rotate. Okay, so we're going to use that same point, 3, 2, And we're actually gonna dot the excuse me, the square as well to show you guys how it moves. We are going to rotate it, and we want it on reflected, and rotated at a 90-degree angle, reflected on this point, and the reflection point would be -3, 2. So this is the reflection point now. This is out of here. This is the original, and this is the new point. So we're going to take this point, rotate it at a 90-degree angle, clockwise, because we can do counter and clockwise, and we're going to do clockwise. So when you do clockwise, it means the point goes up. And now we are going to reflect, and there is our point, -3, 2, boom. And now we show how we have rotated and reflected, the square on the grid and its points. Lastly, I just wanted to retouch on things, basically on how we use this in everyday life. I know we don't view the couch. Well, I'll show you guys right now, actually. So let's make this the couch, right? We have the couch here, and boom, it's perfectly symmetrical. Now we want the end tables. Which are perfectly symmetrical, and that shows reflection from the side of the couch. Now, rotation, we want it moved, so we're gonna rotate. Doesn't look nice. Rotate. That's how you like it. Sounds good. And our translation is basically someone moved your furniture out the way, so we're gonna shift it, we're not gonna turn it, and we're gonna put it right back where it needs to go. A rotation is moving it. So let's say we readjust the furniture, and we're gonna rotate and move around. So that has it. There is the end of our lesson. Thank you.